So good morning. This is Madan Chitran, so working as a AP CSC from Kungunadu College of Engineering and Technology. So today we are going to see about the Unit 2 from the Web Technology. So already we've seen in the Unit 1, so basics of internets and then HTML mockup language we have seen. So we have seen some of these programs and we have see some demos of the basics programs. So in next we're going to see about the CSS and client-side scripting. So we can see one by one. So what is meant by CSS? So you can see about the introduction of the CSS cascading style sheet. CSS represents the cascading style sheets and its features and syntax, and then what are the types of style sheets, how it is cooperated with the HTML, so rules for the cascading style sheet, and then inheritance. So you know very well what is the inheritance, properties of the text, so font size, font type, like that. So box model, normal flow, box layout. So and then finally we see about the latest versions of the CSS 3.0. So first we see about the introduction about the CSS. So it stands for the cascading style sheet. So it is a mockup language used in a web document for presentation purpose. So we can see, so what is the purpose. So already HTML is that's why it's made of the CSS. We can see. So the primary intention of the CSS was to separate out from the web content from the web presentation. Yes, of course. So we have to divide. We have to segregate the web content from the web designing. Suppose I want to make a 100 web pages. Web pages will be there. Means suppose I want to change them. Uh, style or a color or whatever it may be, the font, the texture will be changed. Means I don't need to work out of all the 100 pages. If I go use the CSS, I can make it a one JavaScript or CSS means, so I can make it in a single page. Means the entire thing will be we can change the text features will be there. So what are the features are there in CSS? So combining the CSS with the HTML document, considerable amount of flexibility into the content submission can be achieved. So it is if you use the CSS, it will be very effectively for the global style sheet can be applied to the web document. So entire thing we can do. So it is maintaining the consistency in the web document. Suppose already I mentioned if I make a small change, that means the style of web content, then CSS make it some more convenient. It's a very easy one. Suppose if you didn't the CSS means I have to go for the each and every page. I have to change the design whatever I need. So it's a very huge task. That is not at all possible. It is possible. It will take a lot of time. Okay. So core syntax. There is a syntax for the CSS. We can see. So the style specification is specified different from the each different level. For instance, so inline styles. Sorry. So inline cascading style sheet, the style appears inside the tag for the defining the value. So keep remember this is the main keyword. So this is the inside the C value. Just a minute. I will make so inside the tag for the defining the value. So in that one I'm giving the so paragraph style, the font size will be the font size been given. The font size is a so 80 point, and then family of the font will be the script. Okay, so for the document cascading style specification appear as a content of a style within the header of your document. So I define the these syntax before the header means for the entire document the style will be 30 size, and then the script font family will be the script. Okay, so this is the example they have given. So score syntax. So what type of style is that? So either it may be a text format or it may be a CSS cascading style format. So H1 is the selector. So this one is the selector. So within the selector I'm going to define the font family. The font family will be the Arial type, and then color will be the so green. Okay, so within this I'm going to close the style type. So this is the ending style tag. This one is a starting style tag. So in this one, this is these three two things will be the properties. Font family and the color will be the property, and then the corresponding values for the font family and the color will be considered as the value. So for a font family, this is the Arial and the color is the green. So these two things will be considered as the values. So both the things, font family and color, will be the properties. Okay. So next we can see the different types of properties. We can see. So first one is the font. So it may be the font or font family, size, style, weight, font space will be there. For the text, we will have the text alignment, decoration, indent, and then hint space, letter spacing, line spacing, color and the background. So background color. So I want to change the background image means I can use this property background position, in which position I have to fix the position of the particular background, and then background repeat color it will be there. So next one is the borders. So border color, border width, and then border style, border top color, border top width. These kind of properties will be so processed under this one. Okay. So next one is the sizing. So maximum height, and then width, height, minimum width, and minimum height, and then generally width will be there. So layout. So it may be either bottom or top, left or right. So wherever the layout will be performed, I have to so given these values to the particular property. Okay. So if I want to clear this layout means clear, display, float, overflow. So a lot of properties and values has been defined over here. Okay. So next we can see the different types of style sheets and then HTML. There are three levels of CS will be there. So first one is the inline style sheet. Okay. Second one is the document level. Third one is the Excel level. It's a very simple one. So first we can see about the inline style sheet. The inline cascading style is a kind of style sheet, so in which styles applied to the HTML tags. So this is the important thing. So this tag can be applied using this following rule. So within these tags, I am going to define the properties which is required, and the corresponding value has been given here. So this is the inline style sheet. So we can see one example. So I am going to define style as a style is a for the paragraph. I am given the defining sorry, and for the paragraph I'm giving the style as a font family that should be comes under the Arial, and the color should be given as a red. So I am giving within a so double quotes I am making this one. So open tag will be as a style. Okay. So here for the tag P, the two properties has been used already. I told is in the font family and the color. Okay. So font family is the Arial, color is the red. So associated value is the Arial and the red respectively. So if you want to use more than one property means we have to use the separator as a semicolon. So see here I have given as the semicolon. So if you want to use more than one, you can sorry not this is a colon, I use a semicolon. So you can make it a semicolon. You can add more one more properties to the this style sheet. So the example program has been given here. So here the document type HTML defined, the HTML head has been given. So the title has been given as the inside inline cascading style sheet. So the head has been closed. So within the body, so I am going to define the few things. So in the paragraph I defined as a this is a simple text. Okay. In next one I am going to define the inline style sheet. So P style should be a font size will be the 30 point, and then font family is a scripting type. So this is different. That thing, the paragraph has been defined like this. Next one, this is text color is colored. So I given some color values, and then font size will be the 40. So now, uh, now I am going to copy this content, and I am going to run this value. So just I'm going to copy and we're making as a inline. Okay, so inline.html. So did I given? So just I'm making one. Go to the sorry. So here I saved this entire all the program. So I have given the inline style sheet. So just I'm making a double click of this one. So I'm getting the output as a. So this is a simple text. So first line. So see, listen. So the title of the program's title is the inline cascading style sheet. Here the title has been given. So first one is a normal one. So simple text. So this is here. Next one is a this is different. So this is different. So text is the normal text one, and then size is the 30. So font size is the 30, and the next one is this is the colored one. The font size is the 40, and then the color has been given as a the red color has been given. Okay, the text is colored. So this is the inline style sheet example for the inline style sheet. So next one, I'm going to tell about the document level style sheet. So this type of style sheet appears only in the heading section only, and in the body section, newly defined selector tags are used with the actual contents. So in the following HTML script, we have defined H1, H2, H3. So it's a heading level, and P is the paragraph selectors. So for each of the selectors, different property and values are set. For example, there are a lot of contents will be there. So heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. For each heading, I have to as in different types of design means I have to use this selectors. For this selectors, different properties values are set. Such settings will be held up our page in some decorative form. Okay, so we can see one example program for the document level things. So, so this is the thing we have mentioned. So here is the thing. So different types of, so each and every text having every paragraph has a different textures will be given, font type, font color, and then heading will be different. So these kind of things have been performed under this document level, sorry, so document level style sheet. Okay, so next one, external style sheet. So in external level style sheet, sometimes we need to apply the particular style to more than one web documents. In such cases, we have to use the external style sheets. So for the one certain design will be used to the more than one web pages. So we consider that the entire website will have the 100 web pages. So among the 100, I have to use the around the 60 to 70. I use the same design means I have to use this external style sheet. So we can see one example program. So already I defined. So already done this one. So I'm open this one using this notepad. So I'm opening this one. So in this program, so as usual, I'm giving as a HTML open tag. So inside the head, I'm giving the title as the importing style sheets. Okay, so within that, I'm going to give the link type. So definitely, you have to give external means you have to give the style. You have to give this style reference value should be given style not CSS. Okay, so so link type is either it may be text or CSS. So what type of style sheet is a style sheet? So where it has been defined means style.cs. So already I have defined. So within that I am going to so open this one. So in this one I am going to define what type of color or what type of background should be there means here I have to define here. Okay, so these type of these content will be upgraded in this program share. Okay, so I have closed this heading file. So within the body I'm using the h1 content shopping list of the list for Monday, like that I am it is has been mentioned. So in the list, so you will means an unordered list. Okay, so ordered list, unordered list will be there. So in later transition we can see an HTML tags. So already we have discussed in the unit 1 itself. So list, within the list I'm using the milk and bread. So this is an unordered list, this is an ordered list. So white bread, rye bread, and then whole wheat bread, like that. So ordered list will be there. So these kind of things will be processed, and finally I am going to execute these programs means just a minute. So I'm making open this one. So so shopping list for the Monday. So milk bread and white bread, yeah, but full bread. So like that we have having the rice, potatoes, and then pizza with mushrooms. We can give. So suppose I want to give the external link means. So okay, we can go for give the external link. So I don't have the net connection. If I click this one, so it will get I cannot be reached. Okay, so there will not be link will not be there. So this is the external style sheet we have defined. So all the styles are defined in a particular notepad. We have defined it there. So in the HTML documents, we can retrieve or we can get the styles from this style sheet, and then we have to implement it in the external style sheet. Okay, so next we are going to see about the what are the rules and regulations for this cascading style sheets. So style rules will be there. So when there are two or more values of for the same property, then conflict will occur. Yes, of course, we should not use the same value for the same property, same value more two or more values for the same property. So there are various levels of style sheets such as embedded cs and then external cs, out of which embedded cs have more precedence over the external css. So embedded cs is different from the external css. Okay, so embedded means within the program itself you have the design. Okay, so in the previous program we have defined all the styles in the in externals notepad itself. We have defined and we have stored and we have retrieved into the externally we have defined. Okay, suppose I have to do the embedded means, so within the HTML program itself I have defined the particular style. Okay, you can go with the one. So out of this one, so embedded CSS have the more precedence over the external CSS. So there are some sorting orders and rules are to decide the precedence. Yes, of course. So there are two things based on the two things. One is the importance. So another one is the origin. So importance, important or normal of the property, and origin is the it may be the author or user or the user agent origin. So let us see in detail, madam. So important. So important can be obtained a specific the particular important property is the important. So it's a p dot my class. The font family is the Arial, and then it is important. Style sheet font style will be the bold. So important means we have defined as an important specific particular properties. It's a very important. It specifies the font that the font being Arial is one property, but font style being bold is an important property. So this is the important, not Arial, not family, not font family. It's a font style is an important one. When the specification is marked by important, then it is actually specifies the weight. So the weight may be either important or normal. Okay, so next one is the origin. So origin may be the author origin, user origin, or user agent origin. So author means so who writes this the HTML document. User means who interacts with the user agent. The user agent is the interprets the web document written in the scripting language that applies in the style sheet according to the specification. For example, HTML is a user agent. Of course, he is the interpreter. So based on the HTML language, so HTML through the HTML language only, so you are writing this program. So we have the some of the rules for based on the precedents. So important declaration having the user login. So this is the first this is the highest precedence. Important declaration having the author login. This is the second precedence. So normal declaration having the author origin, and the normal declaration having the user login. So this is the levels of the precedence level. This is the highest level. Important declaration having the user login. So any declaration either important normal the user agent, so that will be considered as the least precedence login. So for following rules are used to be a result sorting the order of the elements from the highest precedent to the lowest one. So first one, it should be have the ID selectors have the highest precedent. Next one have the class and pseudo class selectors. Next one is the contextual selectors and universal selectors. So next we are going to see about the text properties. So already we seen a few little bit of things on based on the text properties. So next we can see additionally we can see so first one is the font family. So font family denotes the different types of fonts such as the Arial, Times New Roman, script, monoscript, and so on. So following are the some of the examples for the generic fonts. The next one is the font sizes. So font sizes, we have to specify the size of the font which we have specified. Okay, so you can specify the font size in the points or pixels or in percentage. You can make it a among the three. You can make it any one. So you can specify in the point size or pixel size or percentage one, or else or others you can use the small, medium, and then large. Then font variants. Font variation can be actually making a setting of the font in uppercase or in a lowercase. We use the font variant property by using this purpose. So normal means display the normal form. Small caps is display the small capital letters. Next one, font styles. So normal, italic, oblique. So these are normal font styles. Font weights. So normal. So by default it will be normal. So by default it will be the normal, and then bold, bolder, and then lighter. So text decoration, by using the text decoration property, we can include the special features in the text, various properties of the text decoration, underline, overline, and then line through. Then alignment of text. So we use the left, right, center, and then indent value in the inches. So by using these alignment, you can the document will be in a well decorative form. Okay. So in next class we see about the CSS 3.0. Thank you.